Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to find a tech mentor in 2026. And look, this isn't just about getting ahead anymore. With how fast things are changing in tech, having a guide is becoming absolutely essential for survival and for real meaningful growth. So let's just jump right in with a question for you. Does it feel like your career has kind of hit a wall? Like you're putting in the hours, you're doing good work, but you just can't seem to break through to that next level? If that rings a bell, trust me, you are so not alone. In fact, we're talking about a huge issue here. A pretty stunning 58% of women in tech say the biggest thing holding their career back is a lack of mentorship. Now, while this number is about women, this isn't just one group's problem. It's a sign of a much bigger gap that really affects the whole industry. And look, this isn't just about your personal career path. On a massive scale, the shortage of IT skills is on track to cost the global economy a mind-blowing $5.5 trillion by 2026. And that's where mentorship comes in. It's honestly one of the most powerful tools we have to start closing that gap. Okay, but enough of the doom and gloom, because here's the really good news. The impact of having a mentor, it's huge and it's incredibly positive. Just look at this. When you have a mentor, you're way more likely to feel valued by the people you work with. And that feeling, it is a total game changer for how happy you are at work and, frankly, how well you perform. So where do you actually start? Well, our first method is the most direct path you can take: specialized mentorship platforms. You can think of these as your fast track, the easiest way to find a qualified guide who is already looking to help someone just like you. And just look at the options we have in 2026. It's amazing. This table breaks it down, but you've got everything. There are paid long-term options like Mentor Cruise, which is great for deep dives into software or product. Then there are totally free platforms like ADP List, where you can connect with experts from all over the world. And there are even these super specialized tools like Cooper, which uses AI to find your perfect match, and Coachin, which is focused specifically on helping women in tech. Okay, so here is your first piece of homework. Sometime this week, I want you to sign up for at least 2 of these platforms. And don't just, phone it in. Really take the time to build out a compelling profile. Be super clear about your goals and what you're hoping to achieve. All right, let's talk method number 2. We're diving into LinkedIn. But this is the pros playbook. This is not about sending 100 random connection requests. No, this is about being strategic, being smart, and using the world's biggest professional network the right way. I love this quote because it really nails the strategy here. The most successful teams aren't sending more emails. They're sending smarter ones. It's not about volume, it's about quality. A personalized, genuine message is what gets a response. A generic one gets deleted. Simple as that. So check it out. Here's the 5-step system. First, use that advanced search, but get creative with it. Look for people who share your interests, not just a job title. Second, follow hashtags and speakers from events you care about. Third, and this is the big one, engage with their posts for a week or 2 before you even think about connecting. Then, and only then, you craft that personalized request. And finally, join some niche groups where the real experts hang out. Time for your next action step. Find 10 people on LinkedIn you really admire. And for the next 1 to 2 weeks, your only job is to engage with their content. Leave a thoughtful comment. Share their post with your own take. You're building familiarity, warming them up before you make the ask. Method 3 takes us into what I like to call the hidden goldmine: online tech communities. We're talking about places like Slack and Discord. These are the spots where the conversations are real, people's guards are down, and you can actually build genuine relationships. And believe me, there are some amazing communities out there. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you're in DevOps, part of the Women in Tech network, or need some real-time help on the code support Discord, there is space for you. These are places to learn and connect in a much more organic way. And get this, the payoff for being active in these groups is huge. The data shows that it can actually cut down your job search time by up to 40%. And why is that? It's because you're building your network and showing off your skills in real time, long before you ever fill out a job application. So your action step here is all about one thing: consistency. This week, join 3 communities that are relevant to what you do. Then, for the next month, make it a goal to pop in and engage in just 1 discussion every single day. It's simple. Add value, be helpful, and people will notice you. Okay, method 4 is one that I think is so underrated, a huge blind spot for a lot of people. It's about tapping into the incredible expertise that's already all around you, right inside your own company. These are the people who already get your world, your challenges, your context. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, right, my company doesn't have a mentorship program. But check this out. A whopping 90% of Fortune 500 companies have what are called employee resource groups, or ERGs. These are groups run by employees, for employees, and guess what? A lot of them have mentorship built right in. The help you need might be way closer than you think. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, has two parts. First, go search your company's intranet or ask HR about any formal programs. But if you come up empty, do not stop there. Part 2 is to identify 3 senior people you admire and just ask for a simple, low-pressure, 15-minute virtual coffee chat to hear about their career. All right, our 5th and final method. This one is all about getting back to basics and harnessing the undeniable power of good old-fashioned face-to-face connection. In 2026, tech conferences and meetups are back, and they are prime hunting ground for mentors. And I mean, the calendar is just packed with opportunities. You've got the giant CES to kick off the year in Vegas, Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, NVIDIA's GTC for the AI crowd, the incredibly important Grace Hopper celebration in the fall, and then the huge AWS reInvent to close out the year. These are the places to be. The action step here is just to commit. Register for one big conference. Or, hey, if the budget is tight, find a local monthly meetup in your city. But here's the secret. Don't just show up. You need a plan before you walk in the door. Know who you want to talk to and have a couple of good questions ready.
Okay, wow. We've covered a ton of ground, 5 completely different ways to find a mentor. So let's wrap this up and boil it all down into your final action plan by looking at the core ideas that make any of these strategies work.
Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter which of these methods you use. If you follow these core principles, your chances of success just skyrocket. Be specific about what you need. Always try to give value before you ask for anything. Respect their time. Start small. Show up prepared. And hey, remember, you can have more than one mentor for different parts of your career. And I want to leave you with this one last thought. The best time to find a mentor was yesterday. The second best time is today. It is so easy to put this off, right? To wait for the perfect time. But the perfect time is a myth. The best time to start building these relationships was yesterday. The second best time is right now. So what are you waiting for? Go make it happen.